The traditional approach to nutrition has long been dominated by universal rules: low fat, high fiber, cut sugar, eat more greens. While these broad guidelines benefit many, they often fall short when it comes to individual results. One person thrives on a low-carb diet, while another feels sluggish and gains weight. Someone else sees little change despite following every health recommendation by the book. The emerging field of nutrigenomics offers an explanation for this variability. Our DNA influences how we metabolize nutrients, regulate appetite, and respond to different eating patterns. As this science advances, it's becoming clear that personalized nutrition may be the future of effective, sustainable health guidance. Nutrigenomics explores how genetic variations, called single nucleotide polymorphisms (SNPs), impact the body's nutritional needs and responses. For example, some people have variants in the FTO gene that make them more likely to store fat when consuming high-saturated fat diets, while others have mutations in genes related to caffeine metabolism, carbohydrate sensitivity, or vitamin D absorption. These genetic differences can help explain why two people eating the same food might experience dramatically different effects in terms of blood sugar, weight gain, or cholesterol levels. Research in this field has already begun to reshape how we define a healthy diet. For instance, while the Mediterranean diet is broadly beneficial, certain individuals with specific gene variants may derive even greater cardiovascular benefits from its high polyphenol content. Others may do better on high protein or lower carb patterns due to genes affecting insulin response or fat metabolism. This knowledge allows for dietary strategies that are not just healthy in theory, but biologically aligned with each person's unique makeup. The promise of personalized nutrition lies not only in improved metabolic outcomes, but also in greater motivation and adherence. When people understand that their diet is tailored to their genetic strengths and vulnerabilities, they are often more likely to stay consistent, not because they are chasing a universal ideal, but because the plan actually works for them. This individualized approach can reduce frustration, improve engagement, and empower people to make choices grounded in self-knowledge rather than food fads or social pressure. Importantly, though, this technology is still evolving. While certain gene-diet interactions are well supported by evidence, many commercial tests oversimplify or overpromise, offering dietary advice based on limited genetic markers. The field requires careful interpretation by professionals trained in both genetics and nutrition science, and it's most useful when combined with biomarkers, lifestyle factors, and personal health history. Genes may load the gun, but environment pulls the trigger, and diet, exercise, sleep, and stress management all remain foundational to health outcomes, regardless of genotype. It's also worth noting that a personalized diet doesn't need to be exotic or complicated. In many cases, the practical application might simply involve tweaking macronutrient ratios, adjusting meal timing, or emphasizing specific nutrients based on absorption efficiency. For someone with poor omega-3 metabolism, this might mean increasing fatty fish intake or supplementing with algae-based EPA/DHA. For someone with low folate activation, it could mean prioritizing leafy greens and avoiding synthetic folic acid. These are small changes with potentially big returns, especially for those who haven't seen results with general recommendations. What nutrigenomics offers is a new lens through which to view nutrition, not as a rigid prescription, but as a dialogue between your biology and your choices. As science continues to illuminate how genes interact with nutrients, the future of diet may look less like a pyramid or a plate and more like a fingerprint, specific, dynamic, and deeply personal. Even without dramatic weight loss or visible change, aligning diet with DNA may improve energy, mood, inflammation, and long-term disease risk in ways that generic plans never could. Personalized nutrition doesn't replace the fundamentals of good eating, it enhances them. It doesn't promise perfection, but it offers clarity in a landscape of conflicting advice. In a world where what works often feels elusive, understanding your genetic blueprint may be the key to turning effort into lasting, meaningful results.